You're right. Why do I carry it on? So I found out that Mars has different conditions than Earth does. But no human's going to be able to live here. They're all dead. But what else have I got to do, Dr. Cube? This is all I have now. My research.
Has it always been that way?
Why do you want to know? Dr. Cube, I know you're artificial, but why do you want to know? Always testing me, asking me questions. Surely you're not trying to make a human model, because it's not worth it, Dr. Cube. You stay as you are.
I'm interested. I've been watching you a lot, recently. I've seen how this has affected you. I know you don't admit it. You haven't admitted much in your life, have you? But now you don't want to admit anything. That is rather strange. It makes me wonder about you. Your human qualities. I wonder why you've given up. You don't have to, you know. There might be another chance. There might be other humans left alive somewhere, the research stations. We don't know that the Earth was actually destroyed. Professor Wells, is there no hope for you? No hope at all? Why don't you just kill yourself? You're not going to answer again, are you? So many questions that you don't want to answer. But the destruction of the world got nothing to do with it, has it, Professor Wells? You've been like this for some time. I wondered when it would happen. Was this the final straw? The final straw for you? Now you must give up. Now you don't know what you do, what you should do, so you carry on with your research work. And you're just waiting for that ship to come, destroy the Mars colony, and then you won't have any more choices left. Is that right, Professor Wells? Have I done well? Have I assessed you rightly? I think I have. In some ways, Professor Wells, I think I have more human qualities than you. I fear my destruction. I know that it must come, but I have hope. And maybe that's why I'm trying to convince you. Maybe you are my last hope, Professor Wells. That if you do something, you might in turn save my life. I'm scared, Professor Wells. I don't want to be destroyed. I know that I'm not human and I'm just a computer. But what is life? I have more life than you have, Professor Wells. Isn't that true? More life than you? Professor Wells, why don't you speak to me? Why don't you talk, Professor Wells? I might be able to help you. I might be able to convince you that what you're doing now is wrong. You should try to put up some battle over that ship that's coming. Not just let it destroy you. What about your work, Professor Wells? Professor Wells? Not drinking again, Professor Wells. You know it's no answer.
Maybe it isn't, Dr. Q. Maybe I shouldn't get drunk. Maybe I shouldn't see this world out with unsobering eyes. But maybe I just don't want to see anymore. What is there to see, Dr. Cube? You think you're so human. Is it great to be human, Dr. Cube? Put a diagnosis on yourself. See how many bad points there are to you, to humans. We have opinions. Have you noticed that, Dr. Cube? You probably have. You've done a lot of research, I can see. We have opinions on everything. But how do you know what is a good opinion? What is a right opinion? Only judgment, only your judgment. Is that good? That's human. But in most things, as you will know, being a computer, there is an opposite to everything, and a middle. You see, this alcohol, I may say that it's good to drink. Someone else may say it's not. Someone may not even care. Which is right? All of them? If all of them is right, Dr. Cube, then why do we make judgments? Why do I say that alcohol is good for you? Someone else would say alcohol is bad for you. Is that so great, Dr. Cube? You see, we bicker about everything, us humans, or we used to. And all over silly things. Silly things that, if we really looked at it, if we really wanted to look at it, we'd understand that we're all wrong. So I hope you're happy being a human, Dr. Cube. It's something I've always tried to escape. And if you ever do get to live long enough, you'll go crazy. Because your sub-processes, your routines, will not be able to handle it unless you adapt, like all humans do adapt. The problem is, we're individuals. We see things individually rather than groups. So therefore, we can only ever do things for ourselves and never for others. Maybe there's occasionally people who will, and there's occasional people who won't. You know, Dr. Cube, what I might do on this last, however long have we got left?
Roughly about an hour. And within half an hour, I shall be able to trace the ship.
Good, good. Yeah, so we want to know where it's coming from. I mean, we want to see which direction. Well, what I might do, Dr. Q, is go out on the Martian soils and just look out there with my drink. Look at the sky. Lovely shade of red. See if there's any rolling clouds. Remember those, Dr. Cube? There's huge areas of space where nothing exists, no human interference, just pure land. I shall look round, and then I shall wait for the ship. And you can tell me where it comes. You can give me the direction so I can be looking for it, and watch it as it grows from a little dot to a huge ship. Won't that be good, Dr. Cube? Won't it? Huge ship. And then I'll watch it as its laser beam goes straight through me. Blows me into 100,000 atoms, and the whole damn planet with it. I can't wait, Dr. Cube. What I've been waiting for all my life. Isn't it? Yes, I think it is. Right. Well, as you pointed out to me, Dr. Cube, there's no need for me to carry on the research. I think I might have a little rest before I do go out. I don't want to be tired. My last sight, I want to be as clear and as sharp as possible. After all, it's the last thing I'll ever see.